In section 3.2, number 37 through 44, we're looking at evaluating the difference quotient for a function. So let's look at number 37 together. My difference quotient is right here, and I like to kind of split it into parts before putting it all together. So I'd like to do this part by itself, and then I'm going to, let's do this part by itself, and then put those two together above the H. Okay, so let's start with the green part. Okay, so that's, so remember my end game is f of x plus h, and then minus f of x, which I have right here, and all of that over h. Okay, so starting with just the green part. So f of x plus h, so I'm going to rewrite this function but leave parentheses instead of x's. So instead of f of x, I'm doing f of x plus h, so I'm going to plug in my x plus h for x. And in the first term, I have to square this, or you can always write it out and FOIL it. Or if you remember the perfect square trinomial, then it looks like this when I FOIL it out. That's a plus. And then I have minus, and I have to distribute this negative to both pieces, so that's minus x minus h. So I'm just going to get rid of those parentheses because I don't need them. Nothing's being multiplied next to them. I'm just subtracting after it, so they're not really doing me any good. So there's my final product for my final answer for f of x plus h. And then in yellow, that's the minus f of x. So f of x is this thing right here. That's what we've been given. And to make it negative, I just need to put a negative out in front of both of those. And I get negative x squared and plus x. All right, now to evaluate this whole numerator, I want to take the green piece plus the yellow piece, since I used a minus in front of the function. And when I put those together, then the reason I like doing a plus and using the minus in front of the function is then I can eliminate things. So I can just look at those two blue boxes, and when I put them together to get the final numerator, I see my x squared and my minus x squared will cancel, and my negative x will cancel with my positive x, and I'm left with, when I bring those two those blue squares together, I get 2xh plus h squared minus h. All right, so now taking that and putting that back into this whole difference quotient, the numerator was that red part, 2xh plus h squared minus h, all that divided by h. And that is the same as every single term has to be divided by h. So another way to write that, and this is an intermediate step that I wouldn't normally write. I'm writing it to decompose the fraction just because I want to show the thought of separating that h to each term. But you don't have to write that step. And then the h's cancel, those h's cancel, and those h's cancel, and I get 2x plus h minus 1. When you cancel, make sure you know that these turn into 1, they don't just go away. So then there's my final difference quotient.